Leader Raila Odinga that Tanzanian President Samia Hassan was in the country to mediate a truce between him and President William Ruto, but claimed that the president did not turn up for the talks that were to take place at a holiday resort in Mount Kenya. Speaking to a gathering of international media reporters in Nairobi, Odinga claimed President Ruto skipped the talks and the Tanzanian president's mission turned fruitless. And as Timotai Goin reports, the visit by the Tanzanian president was until today a well-kept secret.
The presence of Tanzanian President Samia Hassan in the country was a well-guarded secret, having landed at a military airbase before hopping onto a helicopter that completed her trip to a prestigious hotel on the slopes of Mount Kenya. At the exclusive resort, the Tanzanian president was supposed to facilitate face-to-face talks between President William Ruto and his political nemesis Raila Odinga. The riddle of what the Tanzanian President Samia Hassan was in the country for was answered Tuesday, Azimio leader Raila Odinga spilling the beans during a press conference where he accused President William Ruto of skipping the planned talks.
The president from Tanzania came here 2 weeks ago at the invitation of President Ruto to mediate. And she was kept waiting, not from our side. We were available, but the other side was not available. She spent 2 nights here, and it was all in vain.
Sources close to the events around President Suluhu's mission intimate that the planned talks had divided the governing Kenya Kwanza alliance, with a section of leaders pressing against what they saw as a potential repeat of the 2018 handshake. Without giving details, Odinga also claimed that besides the visit by the Tanzanian president, there have been other numerous efforts to resolve the current political dispute.
Other people have tried. Right now, I know the other people are also trying, but he's the one who's resisting. So he basically knows what he wants. I myself have said I'm ready to sit with other people to discuss these issues. He is actually pretending, he's living in delusion that we don't have a crisis. But we have a serious crisis that requires patriotism to resolve, and we are ready ourselves.
In the press conference with foreign journalists, Odinga dismissed Kenya Kwanza's assertion that he was seeking a share of government.
We don't want, they have the loaf. The other times I talk about Nusumukati, we don't want any part in this government. We say that very clearly. But we say that people who voted for Azimio are Kenyans. They are entitled to opportunities in the country.
He, however, said he had shown his willingness to put nation before any other interest.
At one time we were asked to call off mandamanos so that there could be dialogue. And we called off the mandamanos. And we set up a team to carry out negotiations consisting of 7 members, led by an eminent lawyer. The other side gave us their second league to negotiate with our people. But as soon as the tempers went down, the temperatures went down, they called off the talks. We were no longer interested in those talks at all.
The police continue to come under sharp criticism for the use of excessive force on protesters, and particularly in Nyanza region, where Odinga claimed there was state-sponsored genocide.
The deployment of the police officers in parts of the country, including Nairobi, depicts a determination by the state to perpetuate ethnic cleansing. There has been disproportionate use of live bullets in Migori, in Homa Bay, in Kisumu, in Siaya. And we also say that there's also use of arrows, poisoned arrows.
still angered by government action on protesters by the police during the mass protests, where several deaths and injuries were recorded. Odinga said the opposition intends to reach out to the International Criminal Court (ICC). The Azimio coalition has cancelled its planned Wednesday protest and will hold a vigil for the departed. Funds will also be raised to aid in the burials. As pressure continues to mount on President William Ruto and Azimio leader Raila Odinga to sit at the negotiating table and end the violent streak of chaos and mayhem that have characterized the weekly mass protests, it also appears that the two are caught between a rock and a hard place. Other than safeguarding the interests of Kenya and the Republic, it appears that the dialogue route may also have an impact on their political destinies. Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.
All right, and